Hey everyone, have you been thinking about selling printables or printable templates but aren't sure where to start? This tutorial will guide you step by step on how to create printable planner sheets that you can bundle and sell. You can even turn them into a template and sell that too. I'll be using Adobe InDesign for this tutorial, but if you'd love to see a version in Canva, let me know in the comments. Okay, let's get designing. Alright, so create a new document on InDesign, and I am using 6 by 9 inches, and you can use whatever size you want. And I disabled facing pages, and for my margin I use 0.3 inches all around. Now hit create. Okay, so now in order to create this as a template that you can use over and over, you can just change whatever font or text or colors you want in the template. Go ahead and use the master pages, and master pages is right here. This is the page section, and this is the master page section. And I also have a tutorial on just the master pages. I'll put the link in the description. So now let's create our first page. So make sure that you are in a master page. So just double click on this one, and this is your master page. Create a rectangle here, right? And we can color this any color we want. It's up to you. So let's say like that. Now go ahead and create your text. I'll just make this a little bit bigger, and maybe this. Okay, you can change the font if you like. For now, I'll stick with this, and maybe a little bigger. Where is it? There you go. I'll make it semi-bold. I'll put it over here. Right. Okay, now go to table and then create table, and let's do 6 rows and 7 columns. Then we can do it like this. Okay, now highlight the table, or just select every column and rows, and make sure that you've enabled every border here. And I don't want it to be too thick, so I'll just use 0.5, and then I'll make this a little bit smaller, and then okay, let's do this. There you go. And this one, right click on this and then distribute rows evenly. Okay, so now I want to change the colors for this one, so I'll make it like this, and then maybe 50. Okay, and I want the text on this one to be centered. Now it's up to you whether you want this Sunday or Monday start. So let's say I want it Monday. Okay, let's see if we can change the text to white. See if it makes any difference. That looks good. Okay, and it's as simple as that. And now I want to create a to-do list over here. So I'll just highlight this monthly plans. I hit Option on my Mac. I think it's gonna be Alt on PC. So just drag it while you hold the Option or Alt key and say to do, and make this a little bit smaller, maybe 13. Hit enter, and now go back to your table and create table, and maybe 2 columns and 7 rows. Put it this way. There you go. Let's see if that fits. Okay, and again, now make sure that you've highlighted everything here in the border, and then change it to 0.5 so it's the same as this calendar. Okay, now you have your to-do list, and then you can copy this, make sure that they're aligned, make a notes, just drag it, and then create a rectangle right here, and choose this, the border color to black, and then 0.5 again. So there you go. There you have it. To preview it without these lines over here, just hit on W and you'll be able to see what it looks like. Alright, so now here for the notes, if you don't want a rough edge, just click on this yellow and then you can actually change this into a rounded square. So now you have your monthly plan. In order to create another page here in your master page, just right click and click on new parent, and here you can rename the parent, say weekly, and I only need one page for that, and hit OK. So now make sure again that you're on this page. Okay, so now I want it to be the same, so I want to copy this, and then I also want to copy this, and then Control C, and then I go back to my weekly page and then right click and paste in place. Alright, and then let's just change this to weekly plans. Okay, and I can also go back here, I copy this and go back here and then paste in place. You can also have to do here whatever you want, and then I can just copy again this one, and let's say appointments. Okay, now let's make some boxes right here. So go to table again, create table, and 4 columns and 1 row, and we can do like this again, highlight everything and 0.5. There you go, and then I can copy this, put it right here, say let's make it a little bit smaller. Okay, Monday. Hold your Alt key and drag. Okay, then just change it. Now copy everything. Okay, Thursday, and now Friday. All right, so now you have 2 pages, the monthly plan and your weekly plans. And now you can either duplicate this or create a new parent. So let's try duplicating this one. Just drag it over here. Now you have another parent here, which you can also change over here, and then you can change it to checklist. All right, let's make a checklist. Let's change this to checklist, and then we'll delete this. Let's delete the column. We have 1 column there. Okay, let's delete this one. Now what I want for this checklist is to have no borders at all. So I don't want any borders on the left and the right. So from here you disable all the rows or all of these horizontal lines or borders, and then go here to the color and hit none. You only have this, see, like that. So what you can do is put it right here, go to your ellipse tool. Let's do this. You can also make this a little bit smaller if you want. Now I want a like that, something like that. Oops, there you go. Okay, and you can put a color for this one too, maybe like 10. Right, something like that. Right, and then just copy and paste. Just select this and then hold Alt or Option key and then drag it. Don't worry about the spaces or spacing of this, because what you can do is, after you have duplicated everything or all the things or elements that you want to duplicate, just highlight them and go to Align, and then distribute spacing, vertical space. There you go. So now let's see, hit W and you have this. So what you can do is group this. You can hit Command G or right click, and now we can copy this. Okay, and we copy this. Here you can add your title. maybe 10. Now we can group that and then drag it over here. Make sure they're aligned. And then copy that. Okay, if you want to add more, C, ungroup this and make it larger. Oops. We can add one more above or below, and then there you go. There it is. So let's try this again. Command G. Oh, there you go. And we can align this. You have it. And now we can duplicate this over here. Now you have your checklist. Let's make this. Change this title to monthly. Okay, so you'll know that it's monthly, and then this is weekly, and then here's your checklist. Now we can do one more. Let's just hit add a parent and then go ahead and put notes. Now I'm gonna copy this, go ahead here and paste in place. Notes. I want to have my lines, margins here. And now go ahead and create table again. One column, maybe 20 rows, and just like that. And then highlight everything. Make sure that both left and right borders are enabled, and then change it to none. And there you go. So now for here, I'm going to change this into a dotted line. I just changed it to 0.5, and then I'll change this into Japanese dots or either a dotted. Or you can even create your own. I have a tutorial on that one too, and I will put the link in the description. So just do Japanese dots, and if it's too light for you, you can always choose 0.75 or 1, and it's all up to you. So now you have 4 pages that you can bundle. So here, what you can do, if you want to sell this individually, you can always add page here. So make sure that you're in the page section and not in the master page section. So just click on this one and you are in the page section. So normally it will take the first sheet that you created. So it says here monthly. In order to add, you can add more, let's say 4. And then this one, it still says here that it's A, so it's still monthly. So we can change that by applying parent to pages. And then we change this to weekly to page 2. And now this, apply parent to pages. This would be our checklist, and apply to page 3. And this would be the notes. Okay. So if you check it, it's monthly, weekly, checklist, and your notes. So you can either print this individually or bundle this as like this, or you can put more of this. If you want like a 6-month planner, you can do 6 months of monthly and weekly checklist and notes. It's all up to you. You can do it like that. And if you want this as template, all you have to do is file and then save as. And here it says here template, so that's what you want. So that's it. If you want my template on this one, I will send the link in the description, and all you have to do is change the colors right here, or the text, or whatever you want to change. And also don't forget, if you want me to do a tutorial of this on Canva, let me know down the description. Don't forget to subscribe and like. All right, thank you. Bye.